Hey, what's up guys? Fuller with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDVC. So in this video, man, I kind of want to review the top rank card that was on tonight. Basically, just basically do a brief review, fight by fight thing. I'm just gonna really get to it right away. The first fight with Richard Comey and Isa Chinese. I mean, man, what can I say? Like, they weren't looking to box. Both of them weren't looking to box. I mean, they both went in there and pretty much from the start of the bell, man, started exchanging. You know, that's pretty much what happened. They were just exchanging, and then Richard Comey, you know, he got a couple of knockdowns. Once he got a couple of knockdowns, man, you know, that Issa guy, like, I think the most significant knockdown he got was when he kind of used a hook. He kind of used a hook to like cloud his vision, and then what happened is he used the hook to cloud the vision, and then he came back with a straight right, I believe, and due to that, that's when that's basically how he, like, that was the beginning of the end for Issa Chinese. And so what happened was, you know, he just got knocked down after knockdown until eventually he got stopped, you know. And so what that means is that Richard Comey, he claimed that vacant IBF title. You know, what's probably going to happen now is going to be a unification fight, and it'll be basically him versus Vasil Lomachenko. And what's going to happen is they'll, you know, I mean, the task is basically the task is a big task for Comey. I mean, the only thing I can think he may be able to do, if that fight is to happen, which I'm pretty sure they are going to make it happen, is he has to use his power. You know, he has to make it a dog fight if he's going to have any kind of success. Now the second fight, they had Oscar Valdez versus Carmine Tomasone. And the thing is, these were two undefeated guys, you know. Now, the thing is this was another, like, come forward fight, man. Like, I mean, this fight was basically two guys just going at it, man. You know, the thing is about Carmine Tomasone, he was taking some bombs, man. I mean, that dude was really, really taking some serious damage. His eyes were cut, and eventually what happened is that ended in a stoppage as well. You know, there was not really a lot of boxing in this fight. There was more coming for action, and you know, it just, I mean, you know, Oscar Valdez just landed the bigger things, man. And then, you know, because he landed the bigger things, he basically was able to put him away. You know, that's basically what happened. So now, you know, he had the you know, he still maintains the WBO title, you know. So we'll see what happens. Now, the next fight was with Teofimo Lopez and Diego Magdaleno. And the thing is you know, Magdaleno, he's one of those fighters, man, that like he's gonna make you look bad. Like that's the thing. He's gonna basically make you. I mean, he necessarily doesn't have skill, so to say. He doesn't necessarily have boxing IQ and ring general shit, but he's going to, how shall I put it? He's going to make it a tough fight for you, and he's just one of those tough fighters. And so what happened in this fight is that, Teofimo Lopez, like, he was pouring it on dude. Like, I mean, when I say pouring it on dude, he was like giving it to dude. Now, the thing is about him giving it to dude, he, how shall I put it? He, was, I guess you can say, like, countering him. There were some points in the fight where he was showboating. I guess you can say that, one of the good things about dude, to give him the experience, was that he was a southpaw. And so yeah, that's what happened. And then he knocked, it's only so long your chin can hold up before you get hit with some bombs, and get dropped. And so that's what happened with Diego Magdaleno. I forgot what round it was, but yeah, Teofimo clipped him with the hook, and I think clipped him with another hook, and that's all she wrote. Now, people are of course comparing Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez together. They say who would win the fight, and the way I look at it is with Teofimo's power, he may be able to hurt Devin Haney, but with Devin Haney's overall boxing ability, his overall, basically, he's more well-rounded. He has more of a skill set, I would say, with Teofimo, as far as boxing ability, and as far as like just doing more little things like the footwork and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that, that would be an interesting fight. I really wouldn't know, though, who's the favorite in that fight. That's the whole thing. Like, it would be very difficult to choose someone to favor, because they both bring different things to the table, but they both have certain things that you would look for in a fighter, basically. So, it remains to be seen what will happen. But now let's get on to basically what we were waiting for, and that was Elder Alvarez against Kovalev. Now, the thing is about this fight, man, is I guess you can say Alvarez, like, he wanted to employ some, like, sneaky tactics in the fight to kind of just wear Kovalev down so you can hit him with some big stuff. But the problem is that, the wrong strategy was used for Alvarez, man. I mean, the thing is like, in this fight, what I will say in this fight is that, like, it was, I guess you can say, a matter of clean shots getting landed, but not enough clean shots getting landed, versus at like activity. You know, Alvarez clipped Kovalev a couple of times, okay? Like, there were a couple of instances in the fight where he was hitting him, you know, flush. The thing is with Kovalev is, you know, he was the more active fighter. Now the high guard, you know, that Alvarez was using, a lot of those shots did not go through. You know, they didn't get through. You know, you couldn't even see it on his face. You know, some of the shots did go through, but a majority of them did not. The thing is due to the activity, that's how Kovalev got the nod. The thing is about Alvarez is he, at points in the fight, was looking for the haymaker, and it's like, yeah, man, don't go for the haymaker, man. It's not that time. You know, I mean, there were times in the fight, man, where Alvarez could have went to the body more and would have wore him down, because you can tell that, you know, when Alvarez went to the body, that Kovalev did not like it. You know, it was something that he really kind of did not want to deal with. But, you know, what happened is he didn't do it enough. I mean, the thing is, he should have did it more. You know, but the problem is that he was swinging for the fences in certain instances. And due to the fact that he was swinging for the fences, he was kind of like letting it be known what his intentions were, instead of being more subtle. And had he been more subtle, he would have, probably been more successful. But the problem is, he really wanted to push some action, he really wanted to get that big haymaker or that lucky shot, and at the end it costed him, man. Because, you know, what he should have did is he should have boxed more. Had he boxed more, he would have been successful. You know, but there was a lot of holding in the fight. There was a lot of holding. There was a lot of like headlocks in the fight and all kinds of things like that, man. And so that's what, you know, it wasn't really the most visually appealing fight, so to say. I mean, I wouldn't even say it was the most action-packed fight, so to say. I would just say it was a fight where activity trumps in the shots, man. Now, you know, that's pretty much how it went. Now, I mean, of course, Alvarez, you know, once you lose, you kind of gotta go back to the drawing board. So it remains to be seen what's going to be done. You know, it remains to be seen what's going to be done about basically Kovalev and what he's gonna deal with. You know, with his legal troubles. You know, he still has that to worry about. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what's next, I guess. You know, in the light heavyweight division, right now, there's some guys that I guess can be potential matchups. You know, we just got to see what will happen in I don't know who, since this was a top ranked card, more or less, probably the next fight will be in-house. Basically, that's probably what's going to happen. And so, therefore, it's going to have to, we just gotta have to wait and see. I mean, overall, I would say that it was an okay card, you know. But I guess you can say about the fight, really, like it was just like more. It was just more volume, basically, that made Kovalev win. Like, I mean, Kovalev didn't really hurt Alvarez like that, man. It was just that he just overwhelmed him pretty much. You know, that's what he did. I forgot to mention that the guy that lost earlier to Valdez, you know, he didn't necessarily lose all the way, because I think what happened was his wife came in the ring and he proposed to her, or I mean his girlfriend came in the ring, and he proposed to her and she said yes. So that's a small W for him, but he lost the fight and got stopped, but still, at least he gets to, you know, go home to like be newly engaged. You know, I guess that's a triumph, but I don't know if I would want to. I don't know if I would want to. How should I put it? Propose to a woman and my face is all marked up and beat up, you know, from the fight. So that's neither here or there, you know. But, you know, leave your comments, leave your thoughts, you know. And I'll be off until the next one, man. It was kind of just, I guess you can say it was kind of disappointing to see. It was kind of disappointing to just basically see, how should I put it, Alvarez kind of load up sometime, man, instead of just, you know, boxing. And he would have got broken down, you know, because there were some certain instances where Kovalev was backed up. But I mean, for now, I think the move would be let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens. I mean, you have Bivol, he's a champion. You have Beterbiev, he's a champion. You have Carl Molat, he's IBO champion. You know, so we'll just have to keep our eyes open for what's to come. That's all I got for now, guys. Enjoy, Rama.